You know, in this very fast-paced society that all of us live in, it's important that we come out into nature and just relax. We come out alone and just embrace the silence, embrace the quietness. I'll just show you guys where I'm at. You know, everyone seems to be in this sort of perpetual state of self-improvement. We're all rushing to get to this version of ourselves that exists somewhere in the distant future. We can sort of feel it, it's there, but it's not there. And I think we get caught up in this rat race. And we've all become extremely individualistic, very disconnected from society, very disconnected from nature and our surroundings and animals, and ourselves, as a matter of fact. And I'm just going to take the time to just tell you to just relax. One thing I've been adopting into my life recently is this mentality that I am exactly where I'm meant to be. It is unintelligible for me to be anywhere else apart from where I am. And with that comes a certain level of peace and acceptance of my situation and of myself. Without putting too much pressure. There's a lot of pressure these days to be someone. And that someone is the person that you're not. And this is propagated by the likes of Andrew Tate and David Goggins. And I've resonated with their message a lot in the past, and I still do with parts of their message, but it can be spiraled into this level of toxic self-improvement, where if you're not improving yourself every part of the day, then you're not worthy. Where your worth directly equates to your level of productivity and output during the day. And I'd highly recommend you don't live life as a means to an end. You don't see this place in the future where you will be happy, where you will be content. You can find that in the moment. You can find that within yourself. We're all looking externally for a validation, for worth, for happiness, when a lot of what we seek lies within us, inward. And this is the paradigm shift I've had recently. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on relinquishing my old manifestations and tapping into my new ones. And I'm in this teething period. And things do feel a bit uncertain. And they do feel uncomfortable at times, but I've learned to embrace it. I've learned to accept the discomfort, to not resist it. Life is beautiful as it is. It'll be beautiful now, or when you get that nice car, or when you get that lady that you've been dreaming of. But you can only be truly content if you're content with how you are in this moment. If you feel this incessant need to change, then change. Do not procrastinate. Act on it. My message is not to disregard self-improvement and growth. Just don't use it against you. Growth is a part of life. It's an essential part of life. But it's not the driving force of life. It's not the reason we are here. We are here because we are here, and that's it. There's no inherent meaning to life. We don't come into this world with a playbook. All of these things in our head about how we should be living our lives are just things we picked up on from social media, from our parents, from school, from our friends. And ultimately, you need to decide what it is that matters to you. If if that's solely self-improvement, then so be it. But don't keep up this false facade that is the sole meaning of life when it's not truly the sole meaning to you. I used to think it was for me, but I've come to learn that it's not. I've come to learn that simply sitting in the park, as I am now, watching those crows mess around over there, enjoying the beautiful sunset, enjoying how slowly life can move when you allow it to, when you're not in this constant state of hustle and grind. It's a lot more peaceful living this way, and it's a lot more meaningful. Being able to sit with my family, with my little brother, and just appreciate them in the moment, not thinking, fuck, I need to get to work, there's shit to do, I've got goals I need to achieve. And conversely, I believe those goals will be achieved with much more ease when I'm not in this constant state of resistance with myself. When I allow things to be, when I allow myself to be. But to live in this state, you need a very high level of consciousness and self-awareness, which I am still learning and honing into. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted. You might look at someone that solely focuses on self-improvement and grind as a strong individual, but in fact they place their sole worth on what they can achieve and the output. Without that, who are they? Are they able to sit in a room quietly with themselves and their thoughts? Or do they feel this need to validate their worth by being productive? My friend literally told me the other day, if you're not working 15 hours a day, what the fuck are you doing? And I just thought to myself, who wants to live like that, man? Even if you do that for a long time, and then let's say I do that, and I reach the age of 25, 30, and I've got this mansion, I've got this house, I would have missed out on valuable years as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, embracing the moment, embracing my youth, all because I was grinding to reach this point in my life that still can be reached without all this false sense of discipline. Sometimes the biggest form of discipline is to allow yourself not to do that thing. It's to accept yourself as you are and just enjoy life as it is. It's definitely a difficult prospect for some people to grasp, and it has been for me. But from now on, I endeavour to live this way. Take care, people.